All praises to Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle, elders in New York, GMS, and salutation to you out around the world that's teaching the truth when your lives on line for it. And shalom to you, serious Aquaf. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bungad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. And, this is basically just showing you how TikTok is basically the haven for the false narrative where I'm gonna say it and rephrase it again. TikTok was a safe haven for people that's in love with a false narrative of Idumea, all right, so-called white people, all right, because now we're here on TikTok, Great Millstone, right, and other accounts that teach just like us, man, all right, to destroy that safe haven, all right, and you look at the name, how spiritual name TikTok is. Why is it called TikTok? All right, because it's tick-tocking, all right, counting down. Yahweh's, the prophecies are popping like popcorn, all right, and Adumian's rulership is is coming to the end, all right. So it's a countdown to what? To Yahweh, Yahweh Shai kingdom to be established on this earth, man. TikTok, they running out of time, man. All right. All right, Idumea and those 2/3 of our own people, there's like so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and the rest of heathens, time is running out for them. All right, so let's go in here to this guy named Afro-Colombian Kingpin. I call him Afro-Colombian Queen. All right, so you're on the scoffer, Marvel Storm. So all right, so he said, let me show you what he said. All right. So he's scoffing about the 12 tribe sign. He claimed he studied Abba Bibbins. Well, he don't know that Abba Bibbins knew that the so-called indigenous people, Americans, and so-called Latinos was the same thing. All right, are the Israelites? There's an old video tape of that. All right. All right, he says right here, Afro-Columbia Queen says, I heard Abba Bibbins tapes and know his relatives. Sure. All right, black Colombians, not them white boys. Y'all got in your accounts. Y'all scared of Zion. Let's. All right, so you got on the false narrative thing, Afro-Columbia Queen. So you're on the false narrative of black. Nobody's skin is black. Our skin is brown. All right, and you can know opportunity relative you want to. If the Most High they deal when they give that knowledge, they're not gonna understand it. All right. And Alpha Big's on video agreeing with the 12 tribe breakdown, but he just before that he knew that the so-called Latino and Native American were Israelites, but he just didn't know which tribe was which. All right, and again that's on it's an old video that Eldar had put up, but he mentioned them as Israelites. All right, white, nobody's white. All right, you have people translucent skin, flesh and blood show through red. All right, but then again, he's being carnal and going on skin color. Ain't nobody scared of Zion like Lex, man. All right, we love challenges. All right, keeps us sharp. All right, so I asked him, what I say? I tell him, I said, what's the names of the Manasseh Cuban brothers I count, and do you have their paternal records to prove they are Idumean? All right. So he said, then this is the answer to me. If they not black with a black father or grandfather like me, they are either mestizo or mulatto. I've been over Latin America is full of races. No is Sherlock. All right. But he said, if they not black, If they not black with a black father or grandfather like me, they are either mestizo or mulatto. But he don't even know that mulatto, the real meaning of mulatto in some terms. Mulatto don't always mean a Idumean, somebody with an Idumean father and with a Southern Kingdom mother, Northern Kingdom mother, man. It don't always mean that. That's on top of this false narrative, man. All right. So that's good. So he judged by outward appearances. All right. Cause he has a problem with cause first I thought it was Esau, but now I started thinking he Jake. He just a bugged out Jake. All right. So he got a problem with a man outward appearance. He going by the skin color, right? It says right here, 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7 says, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, all right, because I have refused him. For Yahweh see not as a man seeth, for man looketh outward on appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart. All right, so the Most High, he don't care about what your physical look is. He looking, see if are you righteous. Are you a righteous Israelite? Are you following the law, statutes, commandments? Okay, are you following law, statutes, commandments? Are you treating your brethren right? Are you being honorable to your mother, your father? Are you self-examining yourself? Are you showing are you doing the works to show your faith? Right? Because faith without works is dead. Death. All right. All right. Are you into him, or are you into Idumea's world? All right, so-called white man world, man. All right. They don't care about outward appearance and stuff, but let's get to it. All right, I recommend you all get this book right here, Africans and Native American by Jack D. Forrest, talking about the enslavement of the Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called Negroes, Benjamin, so-called West Indians, Levy, or something we say Levi, so-called Haitians, and enslavement of the Northern Kingdom, indigenous people of Americas, man. All right. And a lot of good history up in this book, man, by Jack D. Forrest, who was a so-called Native American himself, a Gadite. All right. And and the Most High put the spirit on Jack D. Forrest to write this book. All right, to prove the accuracy of the 12 tribe chart. All right. And shut the mouths up of you Latino on the Israelites or black on the Israelites, or you bugged out scoffers. All right, so let's get this page 172. It says right here, it said, now let us turn to examination of Spanish definition briefly incorporated therein. Some of the Pacific states refer to earlier under usage. The earliest Spanish dictionary, those of Nebrija of 1495, 5013, so man, it's a lot. All right. It says, contain no mention of mulatto. Screen went black. All right. No mention of mulatto applied to human beings. This is also the case with La Casa's Toscan Castilian Dictionary, 1570, 1600. And read the mulatto, go back to where mule. All right, so that's another fault. That's another bad word that Idumea put up. All right, it says the first documentation. It says occurs. Let me blow this up right here, y'all can see it. All right, it says occurs instead of reports of legislation relating to the Americas, as already discussed. To the real material, let's construct a short list. 1568, Royal Order defines mulatto as a child of Negro in India, means Indian. All right, Viceroy Rodriguez of Mexico states mulattoes are not sons of Spaniards. I'm going to read it again. Viceroy Rodriguez of Mexico states that mulattoes are not sons of Spaniards. All right. It says right here, 1574, Lopez de Velasco states mulattoes are children of Negroes and Indians. I mean, to Indians. All right. It said, and much less common of Spanish and Negras. 1583, Cabello Balboa used mulatto for American Africans in Ecuador. It means somebody father could be a so-called Ecuadorian Asherite, and mother could be a so-called Negro woman. I believe that's what they mean. All right, so there you go, man. All right, so mulatto always means somebody that have a Idumean father, man. Right, that's a false narrative east that the Idumea had sold us, man. All right, 1592. Royal order states that mulattoes Venezuela are Angel de Indias. See that? 1599. Mixed African American chieftains from Esmeraldas called mulattoes. All right. So somebody with a Negro father. All right. And somebody that have a Northern Kingdom mother, so-called indigenous woman, called mulattoes, man. All right, it says right here, from the character definition, as we stated earlier, mulatto seemed to have meant half black, African, or half American, but with half of African being partly essential, this must be added one who looks half African. All right, means somebody who looks like Judite Southern Kingdom, man. All right, so let's go down here. It says in 1602, I'm down here. It says Garcilaso de la Vega, the half Inca scholar, after traveling widely in Europe as well as America, after interviewing old Spanish soldiers, wrote, in all West Indies, all right, in the Caribbeans, those who were born of Spanish father and Indian mother are called mestizo. Just in Spain, those who are born of a Negro father and an Indian mother or vice versa are called mulattoes. In 1613, after many decades of research and travel in Peru, Homopoma, a Quichua Indian, right, meaning an Asherite, all right, wrote, when mulattoes and mixture of Negro Indian produce quadroon children, these children lose all physical trace of their Negro origin except for the ear, which still gives them away by its shape and size. All right, so this proves you are the seed of your father. All right, you can't always go by your look, man. All right, that's something carnal, man. All right, it says Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tabernacle of the congregation on the first day of the second month in the second year after they come out of the land of Egypt, saying, take ye sums of all the congregation, the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poles. All right, so you go by the seed of your father, man, not how you look. All right, and this also happened among, well, it's really happened among the tribe of Gad, man, where the Gadite women, they men get brutally murdered. All right, and they would go to the slave market and buy Judite men, so-called Negro men, to repopulate population. So you have some Gadite looking, so-called Native American looking Judites among the tribe of Gad, but they're from the tribe of Judah, man. All right, same thing happened down there in Mexico. All right, yeah, same situation in Mexico, man. You have many so-called Mexicans. They look like, you think they look like Issacharites, so-called Mexicans, they're actually Judites and Benjamites, man. All right, this is page 174. It says Negro and female marriage. He adds that the word cholo was then used for children mulattoes, but was Caribbean coastal word used in derogatory way by Spaniards. The term cholo later applied to various types of mixed bloods Americans in Peru and along Pacific coast. Generally, all right, so I'm gonna skip down here. It says in 1607, older states of mulattoes, they are half Moors, children who are born of a white man, Marissa, or of a Moor and white woman. See how that switch around? Of a Moor and white woman. All right. Oda also makes Spanish. It's locked. Hold on. It says Odin. It said Odin also makes Spanish Moro, equivalent to French Moor and Negre. All right, in his 1625 dictionary adds the above mulattoes are of olive ostre, olive color. Mestizo define exactly the same mulatto, except the user broader, so it include two races or two different religions. All right, so let's go to page 175. It says right here, it said the situation in Mexico was quite similar, except that Zambigo was seldom used. I had already quote Bowser to the fact that Afro-Indians were still referred to as mulattoes as late as 1650. Wow, man. All right, so right here, right here. It said this is certainly born out of Quayo Beltran's study of labels used by Inquisition in Mexico in the 17th century. The author states that these different types of Negroes or mixed whites and Indians had descendants which are known by the German term mulatto. In order to distinguish between various types of mulatto, letters denote color was added. It says acquired veteran then described various terms for light-skinned mulattoes, as well as mulatto preto, mulatto pardo. All right, other names of those who were darker, part American, the dark mulatto, mulatto pardo, as a result of mixture of Negro and Indian. It says the dark mulattoes were, without a doubt, the most numerous single group in New Spain, in Mexico. I'll read again. The dark mulattoes were, without a doubt, the most numerous single group in New Spain. So we got a lot of Judites and Benjamites who look like the typical light-skinned Mexican. They really look type light-skinned Mexican, all right? But they're Judites, man. All right. Then you have some that's very dark down there, but their hair might be straight and stuff like that. But they look like a dark so-called Mexican Indian, Issaquah Indian, but they're Judites, man. All right. So hey, man, this it, man. This is it. This case is closed. The book is closed, man. All right. So can't go by people's skin color, man. All right. You got to look deeper into this false narratives, or this false narrative that I do this, I'll put out, man. All right, you gotta look into it, man. Cause what they doing, it's not called false narrative for nothing. All right, it's narrating you to a lie, false narrative. All right, you gotta find out the truth. All right, you gotta do your research, man. All right, so with that, I hope y'all been edified, and shalom.